So is the ultimate mindfulness to be mindful, to remember that remembering the mind and its characteristics gives you the largest perspective on the circumstances, the circumstantial events in the moment that the mind is being subjected to. That biggest context, that biggest point of view, that biggest view of any situation, any moment, is that the mind is limited, it's constructed from causes and conditions that it had no control over and still has no control over. Those causes and conditions, so another way of saying didn't have control over, is they were circumstantial. They were just what was happening at the time, and it creates a state of affairs in the mind which becomes the mind's adaptivity, or the adaptedness of it to new situations, new circumstantial events. And the adaptivity goes into the realm of dissatisfactory mental activity when the mind takes the events that it is presented with in the sensory realm or in the conceptual realm or the perceptual realm, and it takes that as being something that it has power over and which it can become identified with or can control beyond its own conditioning. So it puts that belief, that view, that a sensory event that is, let's say, satisfying, that it can identify it, it perceives it as a thing, and then it conceives that the thing, which is just a sensory event, a mind moment, it's all happening in the mind. Senses are happening in the mind. Everything you see is happening to your senses, in your mind, in your perception. It takes that event and takes the point of view that this now conceptual event, as it starts playing with it conceptually, and it takes that quote-unquote thing now, that named form, and believes it can own it, believes it can control it, takes the point of view that there's a thing and then there's me. I am here here, it is there, and therefore I can manipulate it, I can manipulate myself, it can manipulate me, and so you get the mind trying to get things, you get the mind trying to not have what it is presently subject to in the sensory realm or the perceptual realm. And that discrepancy between what the mind wants and believes it can have or believes it can be freed from creates a layer. Oh my God, don't have your flashers on while you're driving 2 miles an hour and changing lanes. A layer of mental activity that affects the body and the mind, but doesn't actually bring about the new state of affairs that it wants, which is either to have the thing, to own it, to be the owner of it, or to be the dispossessor of the dissatisfactory state of affairs that the senses presented. And it's not even that it is presented to the mind is that state of affairs. And they arise together, but the point of view that you take, or that the subjected mind takes, is that, well, that happened and I'm here reacting to that, what happened. Not, this is happening, I'm happening with it, I'm becoming because becoming is becoming, and it's all just, like Einstein said, everything's falling, right? So it's just like one falling, but the mind takes a point of view that, okay, wait, I've got control. If I don't want that, I cannot have that. And if I want that, I can have that, and all I have to do is tell my body to do some stuff. And the body goes, well, I got limited resources. I can't make that pile of molecules across the room not be there right now, or not be making the shapes that it's making. And the body, goes into fits and convulsions trying to produce the effect that the mind wants. And that is what is the source, that is the activity of being dissatisfied mentally. That's mental dissatisfaction. But because there's actually a way to not do that, but that way to not do that is done by disidentifying with the mind, that not doing that is not seen as a mental activity, it's seen as super mental, or detached from the mental. It's seen as something transcendent of mental, because it's not, you can't be the the knower of the mind and be the mind at the same time. You have to not, you have to objectify the mind, or not be seeing, not make the mind transparent by seeing through it, but make it opaque so that you can see it. Because you can't see a pure pane of glass without any glare. But if you spray paint on it, you can see the glass and you can avoid flying into it.